And that's all I can say is, hey, y'all, hey, because Big Mama's over here struggling with her little, my PA, my person. Because, baby, when I tell you, woo, 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 woo. Now I need help because Big Mama needs to run to the kitchen, and I really don't know what to do about that. But I'm going to tell y'all, let me see if I can get me some assistance up in here, because this is all bad. But hey, y'all, hey, it's it's the end of the year. That's what it is. We has approached the end of the end, okay? I wonder if that's Aja on the line telling me that everything is copacetic around here. Oh wait, what's going on? Who on the line? Who? Tell me who it was. Let me see if I can get this boy to come bring me some ice. Y'all about to hear a real live child on my line talk to me crazy. Sorry, I got pick. Chopper, can you bring me an ice cube from out of the refrigerator? One of the big ones. Thank you very much. Bye. He's so sweet. He do everything for his mommy. I love them kids. Big Mama love the kids. Oh, here go the dress, y'all. Y'all always got to see the dress. You see all that ass. But that's the dress. I'm still working on what we're going to drink tonight. Let me get this stuff out the way. This is the pink lemonade, 100 milligram. Whoa, candy. That's what we on tonight. I got to eat the other half. I have not had any food today. I had an apple, a pink lady, and that ain't really cutting it. Big Mama don't usually be hungry like this, but Big Mama is hungry like that on today. Okay? On today. Big Mama hungry. Yes, thank you, sir. So, what do y'all think I should drink tonight? Should I do the... Oh, these ice cubes be really... They be getting... Whoopsie. They really be getting me. Is I'm gonna do the... Okay. I guess this has turned into a bartending podcast. Because Big Mama's still over here getting ready because I went live on oh, I'm so fancy. I went live on both YouTube, not YouTube, what's that thing called? Facebook. I went live on Facebook and on Instagram at the same dang time. Look at this ice cube. Okay. So we're going to try not to make a big mess because Big Mama's real good at that. Ooh, see, I almost just... Oh, man. I'm going to drop this in here without splash all over the place. Well, that was real, okay. Well, so I guess I'm having a salty dog. That's what Big Mama's about to have. And then we can start the show. Because clearly, y'all see Big Mama over here struggling. Now, order me a salad because I didn't have time to make my own. Well, thank you guys for joining Big Mama's podcast, aka the Crazy Melanin Princess. It is our last show of 2025. For those of you who have been rocking with Big Mama, season 1, season 2, appreciate you. I know y'all could be anywhere right now. The fact that you on the line with me, I'm so appreciative. Thank you so very much. There was something else I wanted to tell y'all ahead of the show. Okay, I can't think about it, but today's show is titled Just Be Yourself Authentically, because the world will adjust. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about how to be ourselves in a world full of everybody trying to be everybody else except themselves. We're going to get into all the reasons why that seems to be. And the ways in which we can help each other, because that's what this podcast is about, is community. Hello. Our podcast about community. Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna need my mule right now, maybe later. But again, I had no food today, so me drinking is already kind of crazy. Um, but it's part of the podcast. I ain't put no flour in my hair or nothing. Oh, that one don't match. Okay, let's see. This flower match, kind of, sort of. Yep, it matches. So we gonna do a flower. Um, being authentically yourself in community, it is really hard for people to be themselves authentically. So we're gonna talk about it. Talk about all the things. We're gonna go around the gamut. Y'all know how Big Mama do, why things are the way they are, how we got there, what it looked like when we are there, and the fact that we need to get up out of there and heal ourselves, because Big Mama can't leave nobody without a little bit of healing. So that's what we're gonna get in today. And then I have a question. Maybe by the end of the show, we'll all be able to answer together. Is it harder to learn something or to unlearn something? What y'all think? Is it harder to learn something or to unlearn something? Like what's easier? And I think unlearning a lot of the conditioning, the predisposition, and a whole lot of stuff that we've gone through in our lives creates the perspectives that we have, and it is really hard for us to shift our mental from what we have known, what we've been taught, the way in which we've been treated or conditioned to be who we are, and then to unlearn all of however old you are. I'm almost 50. To unlearn 50 years, yeah, exactly, Kiki, to unlearn 50 years of being the way that you are, as opposed to picking up a new skill, trait, way to be, or something like that. If you guys could like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, I would be so appreciative. Now, let me tell y'all, last week, baby, we went viral. So thank every single one of you guys who watched the show last week. It was phenomenal, if I do say so myself, because we were talking about the kings, all of our kings out there, the black men who go to war for their family, friends, and everything. And so it was a big up to the black men and understanding who they are, what they go through, and why they deserve so much, because life ain't fair and they go through so much and they're shitty. So I appreciate every single one of you guys who helped this show on this platform do the numbers that we did last week, because I was blown away to see that we went viral on the Black Men Deserve episode. So you go, Big Mama. Okay. Well, it's almost New Year's, so that's our time capsule. It's New Year's Eve. Today is New Year's, tomorrow, right? Yep. So that's our time capsule. Is New Year's Eve. And that's really all we got, because I don't know, nothing else is going on in the news that would make it be worthy of a time capsule, because don't nobody care about all this craziness that's going on. The Black Business Spotlight this week is going to be me, until somebody gives me some black businesses that I should be promoting. Okay. If you got a black business, you know a black business, and you would like for me to advertise said black business. See, last week, well, I've been telling y'all, one of these days, this show going to go like bazoom, and y'all going to be wishing y'all had this free advertisement that I'm giving y'all, because people get to go back and then watch the shows later. You know what I'm saying? So it might be only 45 people watching it or 100 people watching it. But what if 200 people in the LA area watch it and your business could have been promoted for free? Whatever. Y'all miss out if y'all want to, but don't let Big Mama get big, because promotion advertisement ain't going to be free no more. It's going to have a price. Now, I'm going to try my best, if it's a black business, to just word of mouth it until I can't word of mouth it no more. So, with that being said, surrogate daughter, me, your girl, you guys have any elderly individuals in the Los Angeles area that's looking for a surrogate daughter, like myself? It's like home health, but Sorry, I just got out of the shower, so I'm able to lick the salt off my own wrist. It's like home health care, but I am not a healthcare person. So what I do is more of, imagine that they had a surrogate daughter and your daughter has no medical training, and I'm just here to do all the things that a daughter would be who just loves their elderly parent and just taking care of them. So if that's driving them to and from, picking up prescriptions, taking them to grocery stores, picking them up from all the little things. That's what Big Mama do. And I love it and I enjoy it. So if you have anybody in the Los Angeles area, go and hit me up and we can add them. And I charge based off of what they're able to afford. So there is, because your kids don't be charging you, but it is a business for me, so I must charge. But it ain't crazy. And then a lot of you guys have in-home support services where they've already dictated a rate, and you can just slap my name on it, and I'll be the new daughter who do all the stuff over there for y'all, because that's what I enjoy doing. I did, Black Business did go to the African American Museum. Is it California? Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, in Los Angeles, it was really good. I saw they had 5 different galleries of art being exhibited and really enjoyed myself. There is no political climate this week because I don't want to talk politics no more until 2026. Probably don't want to talk about it then, but part of the show. Usually we will, usually we do, but not this week because I've had enough. Congress don't never work, so Big Mama ain't gonna work on that segment for some time until it's worthy of me having something worthy to say about some political climate going on. Because hmm So let's get into my life, baby. Y'all thought last week was a week? Oh no, this week. I think I partied a lot this week. We cut up. I cut up this week, or did I? No. Did I cut up? I didn't really cut up. Thursday was Christmas, right? Yeah. So what we do on Christmas? Went to Nana's house. We had dinner, and then came home and had Christmas wine night. I'm still having my annual Christmas wine nights because my best friend Sean clearly said we gonna have Christmas wine night every year. And so we just come, we sit, we bring bottles of wine, we drink them, we try new bottles, and ultimately that's what it is. It's like a round robin of bottles of wine, and we all are just like, oh, good. And you take a picture, like, oh, we want this again, we don't want this again. That's what wine night has always been about. That's what we do every year. It used to be really big, but I ain't a holiday spirit person since these kids done grew up. Hence my life, ... after fucking kids. And all these holidays. I don't want to celebrate this. I ain't never celebrate this. This is some kid stuff. Friday, what do we do? Friday, we had family night. Let me tell y'all about this. So here's another round robin, okay? So we had our family gift exchange, and it was me and 2 of the Petty Petunias, my sister and one of my best friends, Raven, Mike, and my cousin Marcus. Okay, so we did our gift exchange minus my auntie and our other best friend, Bonnie, due to some other things going on in our family, but they weren't there. So anyhow, we had this round robin where we did our gift exchange. Ooh, my cousin got me a dress. He know what to get me because everybody know, get Big Mama a fancy dress. And it could be the cheapest fancy dress as long as it's a fancy dress. Like this dress is priced so cheap. All my dresses be cheap, just to let y'all know. I love getting dressed up in cheap ass clothes. So Friday we did this round robin where we asked each individual, what do you believe your greatest qualities are and your attributes? Like what is inside of you, your quality, and then like a physical attribute. And so I don't even know how we got to this. And I was like, okay, so let's up the ante and then let's ask, or now, since that's how you feel about yourself, I can't think what the name of those tests are that you can do, and I'll find out what it is. But it's one of those things where you feel a specific way about yourself, but that might not be how everybody else views your ass. So I was like, up the ante, how about we each tell the person what we believe their quality is? And they can say what they think their own quality is, but we're going to tell them what we believe their best quality is and what their attributes are. And it is I employ you to do this with your loved ones. Like if you're in a little small, because it was only for 4 or 5 of us, so it's easy to do it in a small centered group like that. But it is very shocking on the way in which your loved ones see you versus how you see yourself, or how you perceive people see you. Pretty freaking eye opening. That's why you should just live authentically yourself, because people gonna see you for how they see you anyway. And ain't nothing worse than trying to be or pretend to be somebody else who you ain't in the first dang place. So that was fun. That was real fun and eye opening. What I forgot what they said they love about me, but my attributes was not my tatas like we kind of thought it was gonna be. Not any. Oh, it was my eyes. Mike said it was my eyes and my smile and my qualities. I forgot what the qualities was. I gotta ask my TT and see what y'all said my qualities. What y'all said my qualities was again. But it's really good. It felt like giving your loved ones their flowers right then, right there, and from a loving group. Because again, this is my family and best friends. So giving them much needed celebration and exaltation. So that was really good. And as I spoke last week on the Black Men Deserve episode, celebrating humanity, celebrating when people are good natured humans. And that speaks volumes. So that was a good Friday night. It was fun. I got a good gift. I got 2 good gifts because my niece got me a bomb sweatshirt because I always talk about how black I am. And people like, what do you mix with? Black. I'm black mixed with black. Blackity black. And my niece got me a sweatshirt and it's a black mixed with black. Oh my God. So yes, I love it. Best presents ever. And then my cousin, he got me this bomb black dress that I've been wanting from Fashion Nova, but I'd be too cheap to get every dress that I want. And so he got it. And when I wear it for y'all one of these days, I'm just gonna break the internet. And Saturday we went to my cousin's garden party. That was some funny. It was too cold, way too cold. Then Sunday was my best friend Sean's birthday. We were supposed to go to breakfast or brunch or something. I called him. Well, I actually did call my sister. I was like, wait, I was on the phone with her for 45 minutes. I was like, I want to talk to you. You already know who I meant to call. I called him. He talking about I'm finishing up my breakfast. I waited 4 months for a waffle. We were supposed to go get a waffle. He went and got a waffle. I still ain't had no waffle. So now I'm going to go into the new year with the same appetite I had over back in 2025. That ain't cool. That ain't cool, Sean. Really ain't cool. Because I'm hungry. And then he say, well, my next stop is going to the museum. So if you like to go with me, I'll come get you. He come. And then we get in my car. That ain't coming to get me. That's me now chauffeuring him back to the museum. Neither here nor there. We had a great time. We had a great time. And then later that night, me and my family went and had some Korean barbecue at this place called, I think it's Road to Seoul, Seoul, like Seoul Korea. That was Chopper. That was y'all nephew told us to go there. The hot topics. I'm gonna revert back to last week. Remember, I was like, did Venus get married? But I didn't know. I couldn't tell. And none of y'all could confirm. Well, she did get married. And I saw the pictures. And my oh my, them dresses, she looked good. Okay? Good. Serena looked good. The whole family looked good. I think all the women wore white. It was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. That brown skin, beautiful. Okay, I thought that she was already married to old boy though, but I guess what do I know? They didn't invite my ass. Shit. I want to talk about that. This car accident. Anthony Joshua losing his two um best buds. I don't know if those are his exact best buddies, but very close friends, trainers, people who work with him professionally, and a lot of their philanthropic work. Hey, TT. A lot of their philanthropic work being done together. Oh, see, that's another thing. I should not be in here. Don't y'all dare call me or do nothing, cause I forgot my do not disturb. And this is one of the technical aspects that I'm just gonna let y'all in on that most people don't know. But ooh, they saying that ain't the right password. Uh, if you are live on a podcast, if someone was to call me right now, it'll shut this whole dang thing down. Oh my gosh, y'all don't understand. That's happened to me before, and I was so pissed off. So I'm gonna say, do not disturb me, not for 1 hour until I leave this location. No, do not disturb me until tomorrow morning, until I tell you. What do you mean? Don't ask me that. Just don't disturb me, motherfucker. They getting a little too ticky tacky with the drilling down on my until I leave this. Why you need to know when I leave this location? That is some crazy mess. But anyhow, this car accident, this has shocked us. This is a big one. That hurt. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. That hurt. That really freaking hurt in the motherland. And those gentlemen have been doing the work over there. Okay. So they opening schools and doing all kinds of stuff. So it wasn't just like, yeah, I know it's dead to December and all that, but they are actually spending money, their hard earned body and muscle power to build a better Nigeria. And those young men lost their lives. And my heart is broken. And I'm going to leave it at that before I start crying because that's messed up. I ain't even get into the Logan Paul and all that stuff. They don't deserve no talk on my show. So not going to do that. Did y'all watch that Natalie Nunn and Cam Newton interview? I did not. And I am not. The clips that I viewed, I said this is not worth my time. I was mad that I gave that clip like 90 seconds of run time of my time that I will, like Jerry Springer say, this is an hour you would never get back. That was 1 minute I will never get back. What in all God's green earth? And so, see, that's why we got to have podcasts like this. We ignorant. I'm ignorant as all get out. Not that kind of Natalie Nunn ignorant or nothing. For dang show, not no Cam Newton ignorant. We ignorant in our own right over here. But we got decency and morals and values, and that was a hot mess. And that was a hot mess. If y'all didn't see it, I'm not gonna tell y'all to go see it. But as you scrolling on Instagram, she talking about asked her, what does baddies bring to the table, or what do she said they pay the bills. Now she don't mean baddies like, oh, you's a bad one, like any female. She's talking about the ones that she's pimping out, because that's what she's doing, is pimping them girls. And she believes that the money that she's divvying out to them is going to pay some man's bills. And I don't know if you made it over here, Antoine, but you were just talking about not having the ability to deal with women. It's podcasts and crap like that that got people's heads so far crazy that they believe that that is the average woman. That ain't who acts like that. We don't act like that. My cousin on the line, Kiki, she don't act like that. My sister Titi on the line, she don't act like that. I don't know if my niece Starla on the line, she can act up. She a Scorpio. She can act up, but she don't act like that. We don't act like that. These are regular people. We all regular people. Don't nobody act like what y'all see on these shows or who you reading in these comments. Where are y'all finding these people? Will you meet them in the grocery stores? Because tell me when somebody has acted the way y'all be seeing these people act on these TV shows and in the comments that got every man up in arms about all women act like this. What women? Who? Where? Show them to me. I digress, as I do so often. I'm gonna eat this other edible, the other half of my edible, and that's what I'm gonna do. So, kids corner. I really ain't got nothing. Chopper is feeling under the weather, and Sterling, I ain't talked to that kid. All he do is text me and say, "I need the password to the Netflix. What's the Disney pass? They just sent you a code. Can you please tell me the code?" That's the only time I hear from him. He did call. He texted me on that pagan Christmas holiday, but that was only after his godfather, my best friend Sean, text him, and then he texted. I was like, "Oh look," it was 9, 10 o'clock, and I was like, "Oh look, Sterling text me." He said, "Oh, that's probably because I just text him." So he wasn't gonna text me at all. Ooh, these kids. Aja is out sick today. All these kids, I said, Aja needs to socialize. And the reason why I say that is in 18 years, she had only had, I think, 2 colds ever in her entire life. She was born a preemie, ever in her entire life. 2. From the age of I'm born to the age of 18 when she graduated. 2 colds, ever. She's sick every other week now. I say because you don't go out and strengthen your immune system. So I think that that's what it is. Y'all can let me know. TT, tell me what you think this, because I don't know how she always sick. She was in the back seat with Chopper on Sunday. He was sneezing, coughing all over us, but I ain't sick, and I'm the one with an autoimmune deficiency disorder. So hey, maybe I'm doing something right. But she ain't here today. She can keep all that. Keep all that. She can keep because I don't want it. Big Mama ordered a dress, apparently from China. It ain't here. I said, "Oh, let me just look and see where my dress is New Year's Eve, because I'm going to a New Year's Eve party. Which one? Where's that? I don't know. Still ain't got nothing. Don't know nothing. Have nothing. I'm going to just walk up and down Hollywood Boulevard until I find a door to walk in where I hear some people acting like they got a New Year's Eve party. Because your whole house just had to, oh, stop. See, my niece is online. I just sent somebody, I'll send it to you, Sterling. They talking about like it's an outbreak of the flu right now all across America. I said, "Oh no, baby, you keep that over there. I don't want that. Big Mama don't want no flu." And so I said, "Let me just check and see where the hell this dress at." I paid $15 for expedited shipping, thinking I ordered it last week, thinking it said at 2 a.m. in the morning, 2:08 a.m. when I checked. It's sitting at the air. It got like a little airplane. It got like that, but it say China, CN, and that don't mean Cartoon Network. That shit says China. I said, it ain't gonna make it to me by New Year's Eve. It's the dress. It's the dress. Oh, why, Big Mama? Why? Why they do Big Mama like this? They be knowing your Big Mama be wanting to be fancy and fly with these little cheap dress. Cheap ass dresses. But it's everything, okay? Well, I guess it ain't, because I ain't got it. If they ain't showing, it'll be China to LA by tomorrow at my door. Oh, wait. Okay. So this morning, Fashion Nova sends me a text that says, "Girl, we still got you. If you order by noon, we'll have you by 2026. I said, "Dang." They already, it was like they was up for me. Like, girl, you know you ain't getting that shit. You should have just ordered from us like you always do. Because it's Fashion Nova. And I didn't. So, whatever. Big Mama had to get another dress. I ain't got no party, but Big Mama will be wearing a fancy dress, okay? So, my fill-in dress is classy and elegant and beautiful. And the first dress was not that. I was just going to go looking like what I say I wanted to look like the Oscar trophy, the gold statuette, but as a female. Like that. That's what that dress was about, what I thought it was about to do. So let's get into the show. Just be yourself now. Come on. Just be yourself. Authentically. Authentically. Like the true fibers of who you are. Be yourself. Baby, the world will adjust. So, what does being yourself actually mean? Because for me and for many, we have a world where, as Black women, we code switch. Black men do as well. As Blacks, period, we code switch. And you say be authentically yourself, and that's a really hard thing um, for a lot of people. For a whole lot of people, for a whole lot of um, reasons. But to be yourself, first we got to understand what it actually even is. And me, I've been myself, but I've also understood, as I do every week when I do the show. I dive into research and doing the show. I stay up all night reading excerpts from people's books and journals and a lot of the psychology behind what it is that I'm talking about, because that's hence me creating a show for you guys, or the content. I don't know if it comes across as if I've done research, because this is not my opinion, but I do extract and take from what I believe to be how we can move through the topic, right? Understanding what it is, why we do it, why it is, where did it come from, how do we fix it or mitigate it, and then make us whole again in the end. If you haven't understood that that's kind of the way that my shows go, that's how all the shows go. I'm going to crack open an egg, and by the end of the night, we'll have a plate with something to eat on the end without it just being like, okay, you just got yolk and crap all over the place, and this is gross. So personally, being myself serves me. It is easy for me to be myself because as we get into some of the conditions and why people aren't themselves, my background lends to me being a confident little girl. And I think much of that came from seeing my mother and mirroring so much of her, but really my dad just being yeah, it is being it is unapologetically, like you said, Andre, it's being unapologetically yourself. But we're gonna get into why people shy away and they kind of apologize for it. Being yourself isn't to be loud, boisterous, or even rebellious or anything like that. It's really, like you said, it's being honest, whoever that is, of whom self, yourself, being honest with who the hell you are. It's not necessarily oversharing or being something you're not. It's really aligning your self truths with your outwardly actions, when your actions match your values, when you stop editing yourself for approval. Now, what I say there is to an extent, because again, we all code switch, right? Well, those of us who have to work in corporate America, those of us who have to work with you know who's, we don't necessarily come with our full self. Not that it may not be palatable, but we've learned to alter that portion of ourselves. Why do so many people struggle with being their authentic selves? It's so many reasons. Fear of rejection, judgment, criticism. So when you say being unapologetically yourself, well, people are going to apologize when they feel as if they're going to be rejected. They're like, oh, well, I'm sorry, like, because you push back on me. And it's like, oh, well, oops, I didn't mean to do that because I want to be liked. Childhood conditioning. We talked about that with a few of the other shows, because so much of who and what we are, why we do what we do, the mechanics of our whole being a lot of it, much of it, is the conditioning from childhood. Um, Trauma and emotional survival, abandonment, societal expectations and labels, people pleasing. That's me. I used to be, not no more. Fear of being too much, Black people, or not enough, a lot of Black people. Lack of self awareness. Some people just don't even know. And fear of change. So when we talk about rejection, people learn early that love, approval, belonging comes with conditions. Most men talk about the conditions in exchange for love. Men just aren't love. It's all conditional with men. If y'all didn't watch, go watch last week's show. Conditional love. So you start to soften and adapt, shrink, and you perform to fit what feels safer, because I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to be pushed away. People say rejection is God's protection, but if you're lonely or scared, afraid, why do I also want to be rejected? So it is going to be hard for me to be authentically myself when I have a fear of rejection. What if me walking in a room being me, everybody's like, hell no, get them the fuck up out of here. No one wants to be made to feel that way. So again, we have to understand some of the whys. Childhood conditioning. If you ever heard the stop crying, don't talk back, kids are supposed to be seen, not heard. Good girls don't do that. Over time, your authenticity is going to get replaced with survival behavior, because I was conditioned, I was taught that who I naturally was, being too much as a little kid or being shy as a little kid, was right and or wrong. For me, being a very shy little girl, my daddy didn't make me talk like, oh, go on and say, push me out there, like, go say something. No, my daughter don't want to talk to you. She don't have to talk to you. That gave me confidence, because if I didn't want to talk to someone, I knew it was safe. I don't have to talk to that person. My daddy ain't never said, oh, Uncle such and such, come hug me. I'd be like, My daddy be like, she ain't got to hug you. She don't want to hug you. That empowered me, even as the shyest little girl, in a way that I did not know. I felt safe, I felt seen, and I felt heard, and that my whatever is innate in me, because kids have this, that it's valid. It's valid. That's not what I want to do. And the fact that I don't want to do it doesn't make me wrong in any kind of way, because I'm a shy individual. So a lot of it could be conditioning from children being told this, that, be seen, I heard. Well, that's why I don't talk. And a lot of people wonder why, when they're in rooms or when older people are, a lot of it is the conditioning that we received as children that made us shrink, to feel as if I don't want to be too much. So I'll adapt by potentially minimizing who I authentically would be, if that were not a barrier. My childhood teaching me, conditioning me to not talk, not speak, not speak up, not say what I felt as if was about to be a punchline joke, and people are like, mm-mm. Fear of abandonment. When love has been inconsistent, conditional, authenticity is going to feel dangerous to those people. If my authentic self causes you to leave me, I don't want to be left. No one wants to be left. Trauma and emotional wounds. Trauma teaches hypervigilance, not honesty. So you're going to be a vigilante in wanting to feel safe because of whatever traumatic experience you that means that I don't have to be honest. I could be fake, false, all the things, because these emotional wounds, I know how I got them. And if I am myself, I don't want to deal with that, go through that. I can be somebody else to never have to deal with that. Somebody has been hurt, betrayed, or abandoned. Authenticity feels unsafe, even threatening. Self-protection becomes the priority over self-expression. So to protect me is better than being me. I'd rather protect me because people want to feel safe more than they want to be seen. That, I think that is a safe something, and I made that shit up. But I believe that that's safe. I mean, I believe that that's the truth. People would prefer safety over visibility. Visibility brings vulnerability, and that ain't everybody's strong suit. Sometimes it's a societal expectations and labels on why I don't want to be myself. It's a gazillion things as to why gender roles, cultural expectations, religious beliefs, beauty standards, all their success templates. And they created a fucking invisible cage for us. I have to be this. I'm a Christian. I go to the Church of Christ. I can't be seen doing that. That's not, but that's what you be doing. But you can't authentically be yourself because I have to be two different people. I can't be that. I can't be that and that. Great evening, L. Joseph. You can't be two things at one time. At the same time. I'll say that. You can't be them at the same time. That societal expectation that, oh, did you see sister such and such twerking? Thank you, baby. You can't be that. You cannot be that. So that invisible cage. So I would like to be sister so and so out there twerking like, dang, I could really, ooh, like, but when I get home, I'm gonna do it by myself. I can't let, we at a wedding and members of the church are here. If I was at a wedding with my secular group, if I was with those folk, I'd be over here on the dance floor doing all the things. But because it's like 6 church folk here, invisible cage, I can't be who I would be because can't be the same thing at the same time. That's why you can't be authentically yourself. Fear, judgment, or criticism. Well, there's that, right? People pleasing. How can you be you if you running up behind people wondering what they need, what they want, how they got to do it? How can I help? How can I not get left behind? I want to be a part of the orbit and the center. So whatever it is, oh, y'all want drinks? I'll go to the store, go get them. Oh, you want this? Oh, I'll go do that. That ain't what you want to do. Don't nobody want to go to the store. So nobody wants to spend their money to go get nobody else no drinks. That ain't you. You are not authentically yourself. You was over here trying to be something to other people. So I don't know. That's not authentically yourself. But here's the people pleasing. That's another reason why you can't be authentically yourself. I like to make my loved ones happy. I had to learn how to dissect people pleasing from me pleasing. I'm a giver. I like to give, not to receive. To me, giving feels good. Doing for, I am a active server. I show up for people. I like to do things for people. It feels good to me to be the one that people call, not everybody, not the users, but when people see me as that is a friend that lends a hand, not people pleasing. I had to get the hell up out of that. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Facts, Andre. People are spending half their life pretending to be somebody who they not even that person. And going through this research, I realized I don't know that so many people even know themselves because they've been all of these things or had all of these things that they don't even know. I don't think that they know themselves. Some people were praised only when they were useful. Sometimes the only time a child is like, oh, thank you, baby, is when you like, go get me a glass of water. Can you go? Da 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 da. Oh, that's the only time that child has ever felt like anything was when you were teaching them, go get my house shoes, go bring my car, help me with your little sister, do this. Over time, they lose touch with their own wants and needs because they're too busy managing other people's comfort. Lack of self awareness. Many people have never been given the space or tools to ask, what do I actually feel? Yeah, you got to get hella uncomfortable being, well, it ain't going to be comfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable getting uncomfortable. And then you start getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. But the first go round, you uncomfortable with the uncomfortable. And yes, the trajectory, the goal is to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. But prior to, it's gonna be uncomfortable to find that you're gonna be uncomfortable trying to find the source of oneself and asking, what do I actually feel? What do I want? Because so many people don't know. Hell, these dating questions. Who am I when no one is watching? Because you cannot express a self that you ain't never met before. How can you express somebody you ain't never met yourself? You ain't never met yourself. That's why you can't be authentically yourself. You ain't even met you yet. What do you actually fucking like when they talking about, damn, I need some drinks. Oh man, somebody needs to go to the liquor store. They all turn to you. Like, cause you the runner boy. You've become a runner boy. Runner girl. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll go. You don't want to do that shit. That's your car, your gas. They ain't giving you none of that. They half-ass giving you the money for the drinks. So you go dig it into your pocket. Yo this, yo that. How do you actually fucking feel? How do you feel? And go on and express it. I'm mad. I'm a little pissed off. I feel like that's small. I feel like shit. I feel like that's fucked up, and I don't think that these people are my friends. Even though you still around them, right? I feel hurt. I feel all the things taken advantage of. Like I'm stupid. Like lesser than. Like all those things. How the fuck do I feel? Ask yourself. So then what do you do about it? What do I want? I want to not feel the fuck like that. So what do I do? Fuck y'all. I ain't going. Y'all go. That's authentically yourself. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not going. And if I do leave, I'm gonna go on to get a drink and keep going because I'm not coming the fuck back here. That's authentically yourself. What do I want? To not feel like that and be around people who treat me inclusively. Like I matter, like I mean something, like this is a together team. Let's all go to the store. All four of us go laugh, giggle like me and my petty petunias. We gonna go, come on, we gonna make some drinks and have tacos. We all be in Albertsons or whatever. You own dairy, you own liquor, you own produce, you own meats and things and have a good time doing it. Inclusive, friendship, love, togetherness, feeling like I'm one part of, not one exclusive of. People have a fear of fucking change. Authenticity requires loss. So, like you said, Andre, comfortable with that uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah. It runs its course. You get tired of being everybody's this and that person. for whatever reason. How we got those roles? Not being authentic to who the hell we are. That's how we got there. Not being ourselves and being something else, and it then landed us in some shitty fucking predicament. So soon we'll be comfortable being uncomfortable, but then we're gonna be in the land of for real comfortable because we'll be surrounded by the people who we needed to be surrounded by. We'll be in community with those who help build us up, lift us up, and hold us to being our authentic selves because they too are the same. And when one's in the room, two will be in the room. So people fear change, and it's because it requires loss. You got to get uncomfortable with some things. It's going to lose some relationships. You're going to lose part of your identity because you ain't going to know yourself no more, or familiarity because I don't do that anymore. I don't hang with them anymore. I can't do this anymore because I don't want to be the runner girl anymore. So I ain't over there with them no more. So yeah, life look different because where are your friends? Well, they're all over there and I'm over here by myself. Why? Because I ain't over there with them because nigga, they're with my friends. Those aren't friends. Even the unhappy versions of ourselves can feel safer than the unknown. And that's why people won't change because that's what it is. Survival mode. Most of us aren't afraid of being ourselves. We're afraid of losing people if we do. Do you know what it looks like to be authentically yourself? Let's discuss the moment that, let's say you do. Everything begins to shift. We're now in that land that you talk about, the uncomfortable. We're in that, the comfortable. We're getting comfortable in the uncomfortable because what does that look like? The awakening, so to speak. It's that point when you realize you're exhausted from fucking pretending. You've outgrown rooms that once felt like home because you was hella comfortable. You were becoming to be you were the lazy boy, okay? You were the fucking couch recliner that they let out, plop their ass, big asses on, all that. I'm spitting. This is tart. What's name? I always want to be, I'm sorry, I can't be on here. See, that's a tomboy in me. My eyes about to be on here spitting. It's people watching you, big mama. I'm a hot mess. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize for being a little boy inside. I'm a cute girl, but it's a little boy inside. Like a little 13-year-old. Ugh. But I ain't dirty like that. I be taking a bath because that's nasty. But the awakening, you start, you're drained. You fucking exhausted from pretending to be something that you know you ain't. You don't know who they are, but you know you ain't it, and you ain't it. You outgrown the rooms that once felt like your place. Cause I don't want to be there no more. I left and I took my drinks and I left and I ain't never came back. And you're no longer willing to betray yourself to feel like you belong somewhere. You are no longer shrinking to be in a place where you like, I don't even want to be here. You're there the whole time feeling something contrary to what your body is doing. Your mind, heart, soul wants to get the fuck up out the room, but your physical body is sitting there. Alignment. Alignment. Authenticity is when I say, why the fuck I'm sitting here? I don't like these people. And my body gets the fuck up and walks the fuck out. That's authentically yourself. That's what being authentic to yourself and what it looks like, what it feels like. That's what your awakening looks like. Is when you are comfortable enough to be like, they be like, where'd she go? You be like, fuck all of them. I ain't never talked to them again in my life. Every single time that I have silenced myself to keep peace, I created a war within myself. The truth is, authenticity is going to cost you relationships. A lot of the people going to be like, I don't even recognize your ass anymore. And that's cool. That's cool too. Um, wait. Sorry, guys. Um, And a lot of people, and I don't know for whatever reason, why is this such a bad, like something thrown at you and people like, oh, you changing or the person is changing. Change can always be for the better. Everybody change. Shit, the Lay's bag change all the time. My daddy's saying them chips don't taste the same either. So whether it be the same, whether it be different, change can always be good. So in that truth, a lot of people are going to accuse you of changing. And it's because your ass motherfucking changed with great fucking reason. I'm leveling up. I'm being me. I'm being true to me, honest to me, and being self-serving, where I serve myself its own justice by listening to myself when it says this does not feel good. Either you speak on it to the individual, they make the adaptive changes because they care. And they say, oh, I didn't know that I was treating you like that. I didn't know, like, oh, we won't be asking you to go. I can go to the store. Because sometimes something could just be a conversation. It ain't necessarily people treating you a certain way. A lot of things just communication. However, you know when you're in said situation versus not. So understand, shit's about to hit the fan. When you stop performing, the whole audience changes. Everything changes. How do you start authentically showing up for yourself? You're practical but soulful. I don't know anybody else who exhibits practicality more than my sister TT and my son Michael and my best friend Sean. Good geez. Practicality. Practical, but soulful. You tell the truth gently, but clearly. You stop over explaining yourself. Those three taught me that. My best friend Sean, my best friend, my sister TT, they same person. And Chopper, y'all nephew. They don't over explain a damn thing. What they said is what they said. They said it very gentle the first time and hella clear so you understood. And that's all you, and it was a period after that. Grammatically, there's nothing else that needs to be said. Ain't no over explaining. Notice where you feel drained versus where you feel energized. If when I'm in said rooms, everything ain't for everybody. Facts. Because that's limiting yourself. That ain't you being yourself. If I'm compromising myself to be, no. There is only one relationship that you compromise part of yourself, and that is to become one, and that is in marriage. There is no other relationship where you need to compromise who and what you are. Not even really even in your marriage, because you should know who you married to know that that's who you're with, So there is no compromising there. You know that that's the individual that I'm messing with. That's my husband. That's my wife. That's them. Change, growth, yes. But compromising, it's a different type of compromise in marriage. But with a friendship or something, is this thing bringing me energy or is this shit draining me? Because that's when you know that is a compromise of advantage on one side or the other, and probably not yours if ever you feel drained by it. So that's a litmus test. Is it energizing you or is it draining you? Say no without a paragraph. That goes back to the over explaining. Choosing alignment over approval. It don't look good for me to get the fuck up and walk the fuck out. But who doesn't it look good to? The people I don't give a fuck about, whose approval I'm seeking? But fuck them. My body said, my mind said, my heart said, my feelings said, the way I'm treated said, my everything said, girl, get your shit and get the fuck out. These people they probably won't even notice if you got up and left. That's what that looks like. Choosing alignment. My body, my mind, my spirit, my heart said, grab your purse, be classy. Gotta go. And dip out. Serving myself. Myself said, baby, this is not an emotionally safe. We think that safe environments only mean that it ain't knives and gun violence and, beatings and chairs being clocked over your head type. Safety also means emotional safety. Safety means spiritual safety. Safety means vibe safety, because that's that spiritual realm. The energy that is surrounding you, that shit is fucking real. Have you ever, and I know I'm very intuitive, have you ever been somewhere and somebody walked past you and your whole thing was like, whoa, like, the hell was that shit? Nigga, you was the devil. Like, and then you turn and you look at the person and the eyes, and you're like, oh, Lord have mercy. And I can only be peaceful because I don't, you don't want that. So you choose alignment. That is intuitive. That's what creates and conjures up. It churns your intuition engine. That's how you become more intuitive. The more intuitive you are, the more you receive your own discernment. You can understand a lot of this just by being true to yourself. So much will be revealed because you're aligning yourself. You align yourself with yourself. That's being authentic. A few closing thoughts to ponder, or rather questions to ask oneself for the new year. Because as I said, we're going to go into the new year with intention. Next week, I believe it's our COVID show. Ain't nobody got nothing going on. Maybe we'll make a 2-hour something because I got guests. So maybe 2 hours. We'll see. We'll see what the week is giving. Okay. But some closing thoughts, rather questions for the new year. Where in your life are you still shrinking? Is it a relationship with your mother? Is it a tumultuous relationship with a friend or a partner? Is it with a child? Who are you when nobody is watching? Who are you when no one is watching? What in your life would change if you stopped asking for permission? Those are my 3. Where in your life are you still shrinking? Who are you when no one is watching? And what would change if you stopped asking for permission? So, in closing, be authentic. It's not about being loud and proud. It's not rebellion. It is 100% alignment. 100%. As Andre said, getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, meeting somebody and becoming somebody that you've never met, where your inner world and your outer life finally match. For many, that'll take unlearning more than learning. So I believe unlearning only because of the conditioning, the day to day we've dealt with being what has been learned for for me, almost 49 years, it's going to take a lot more unlearning. It is going to be a harder task for me personally to unlearn a lot of things to fully be my authentic self. I do believe that I am wholeheartedly as authentic as I can be. For anybody who knows me, what you see is what you get in every realm of life. Even when I was at that white people's job, but they fired my ass. I digress. I digress. Being authentically yourself. Because, baby, the world will adjust. They have to. What's most important is you being true to who you are. So, my on purpose statement, my Kennedy segment, my on purpose. All people care about nowadays is getting paid. So they try to do just what the audience wants them to do. I'd rather give people what they need rather than just what they want. That's the late, great Prince. That's what he said. I'm going to read it again because that's my own purpose statement. And we're going to paint this I should have wore purple. Dang, I thought about that and didn't do it. Sorry, Prince. I'm sure you love blue too because it's my favorite color. So anyhow, I'm going to reread that for y'all because it came from Prince. But it has to do with being fucking authentically yourself. This is a quote. All people care about nowadays is getting paid. So they try to do just what the audience wants them to do. I'd rather give people what they need rather than just what they want. Prince. My low of the week was being so damn cold. It's freezing and I don't like it. Big Mama is not got weather appropriate attire for this. This is whack. Wiggity wiggity whack. Because I'm the making it mac. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm a big mama. Okay, never mind. Being cold, I'm nursing a heartbreak. I found out that somebody just don't give a fuck about a nigga. Not me. Not Ty. I'm so loving. So that hurt when people feel mean towards Big Mama. All Big Mama do is just love people. So to feel that somebody feels that towards me, and ooh, baby, that shit took me. That shit got it. So yeah, that. And then my high of the week is y'all always know what y'all think my high of the week is. My high of the week is gonna always be celebrating my loved one. So it was my good girlfriend, one of my day ones, Kira White. Kira White. It's her birthday on Saturday. Happy birthday, Kira. It's our best friend because we share the same best friend, Sean. It's his birthday on Sunday to my BFF. So that. And then Friday night with my family, my sister, my cousin, and my loved ones, my besties. It was a bestie table of hearing about yourself and why your loved ones love you, and that filled the tank. That filled the tank. And so that feels the tank. And then Christmas with Nana. That filled my tank. This was a tank. This was a good week. So my low couldn't really be nothing, but it was fucking freezing, man. I don't know what's going on in Los Angeles, California, but shit. I got this big Costco heater right now. I turned it off because it was roasting my skin. But it was on, so it's like clicking on and off. Y'all don't hear it because I got fancy mic. But that's it. I'm 9 minutes over, but that's right where I'm supposed to be because everything good like it's supposed to be. Cheers to you all. Cheers to a prosperous 2026. Maybe we be healthy, wealthy, wise, loved, loving, and authentically aligning ourselves with ourselves. I love you, Andre. I love you, my beautiful niece, Starla. And she out there in Minnesota, where it is, what's the temperature? She be talking about, well, it's -19 right now, but Happy New Year's. But with it's a wind chill of -39. Ask me what color she is. She black like this, not like this. It's colorism over here. I'm sorry. She my niece, so I can talk shit all I want. That's my baby. I'm over here looking like a sugar cookie my goddamn self. Cause in the summer I'll be like this color, and y'all be hating. Ooh, y'all be hating when Big Mama be chocolate. I be hating in the winter because it's -10. See, my niece talking about it's -10. What y'all know about that? Oh, wait, I was the one complaining, huh? On that note, cheers. I love y'all. Thank you guys so very much for rocking with your girl. Oh, that's cute. Thank y'all for rocking with your girl. Thank y'all for last week making the show go viral. Oh my gosh. If you didn't catch the earlier part of the show when I said that, the Black Men Deserve show went viral last week. So I'm going into this new year with such gratitude and appreciation. And I wanted to I have like 25 things that we need to do. It's supposed to be before the new year, but I figure we just can kick the new year off with a New Year's show, you know what I'm saying? And then we can go on and get into, the rest of the year. But set some intention, set some calendarization of things that we want to keep with our Kwanzaa principles, because we definitely want to grow the community, support the community in each and every way, especially if you go back and look at the topics. We kind of talk about it, but appreciative of all the views, all the shares, all the likes, all the subscribe. Now, if I could have got everybody who watched last week to subscribe, Big Mama would have come. Man, come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all. Subscribe or send it to somebody or whatever. So, anyhow, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all know the deal. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up off my line. So, I love y'all to 2026, infinity and beyond.